Let loose.
Period.
When is the remix coming out? Because allegedly it was out, and then Race Chaser said it was out, and it's not, and I'm sad.
Let's Google.
Let loose. Well, welcome to the Cup, the currently unnamed pod. Oh, my audio's been working this whole time still. My microphone was turned off, so I don't know what's happening, but work diva.
Audio is fine, girl.
Welcome to the Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where we put the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, a Say Something Gay, aka They Angel Per Day, aka Team Kelly Mantle, drinking coffee.
Now connected to Chromebook _3AA.
Oh my God. This is what I was scared of last
love
week.
Alexa. We love Alexa.
This is what I was scared of last week.
Here is an answer from the Alexa Answers contributor.
Alexa, stop, please. She waits till we go live to do this.
Of course. She wants her moment in the spotlight.
Have your moment, girl.
Have your
This
moment.
is your moment. Have it.
Have your moment. This is your moment. Okay. Hello. I'm Lana, your resident diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea, period. So if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I'm here talking Drag Race again. Like, what is happening with my life? This does not happen.
The universe is in balance.
The universe has gone crazy, but you know what? Let's go crazy with it. I'm just drinking just regular water today because, you know, hydration and all that. But if I was to put something in a cup, it would be my beautiful cup mug cupper. Yeah. Well, you can get your cup merch from LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com, period. Get the cup. All the cool kids have the cup. All the cool kids are gonna have the cup, period. And if you want to be a part of the cool kids, you know what to do. Get the cup. We have hats. We'll have shirts. We'll have sweatpants. We'll have socks. You know, merch is coming. It's happening. So, you know, hit up my Etsy shop to get yours.
Would it be copyright infringement if we put "This is your moment, have it" on a shirt?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to ask Jasmine Kennedy and probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is not your moment. Don't have it.
Don't have it.
Don't have it.
Anyways,
That's it.
my name is Will Justice, the Virgo Vixen of New York, aka Luxx Nation World Domination, aka Team Luxx Noir London, aka Team Lana Geray for Amazing Race Season 36, drinking the Rosalia Coke in this Joey J mug from the UK because I'm still waiting for my cup, which is coming soon. So yay!
Again.
Yep. Anytime we mention it.
Yes. And hello, guys. It is me. It is I, Mr. Talented, your favorite guy. And today we're drinking a generic bottle of water sponsored by Miss Lucy Ludovica.
You let loose today, baby.
Let loose.
Yes.
Let loose.
I really honestly want to see how much it would cost for me to pay for the licensing to change our intro music to Let Loose.
That would be.
It would probably be a lot of money, but honestly, would it be worth it?
I mean, how much
Maybe.
did you pay? How much did you pay Minnie Cooper for Dragstar?
0. So, anyway, we're back. RuPaul's Drag Race, season 15, episode 14, the final competitive episode, the final 3. Oh, wait. We all knew this was happening. We all knew it was going to be this way. So then why say?
As usual, allegedly they had 3 endings filmed. And y'all decided to go with the ending that I don't think we really wanted, but I guess we needed.
I wouldn't say I didn't want this one.
I kind of wanted it, but it's like I'm like 50-50, to be honest.
Yeah. I do want to, before we dive into this episode, I want to give Mr. Talented a moment here because One, breaking the fourth wall, he has to leave early. Two, he was not here last week to witness what he had been wanting to see all season. So, Mr. Talented, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it short, cute. The challenge, I thought everyone did a great job, besides Luxx, unfortunately.
Mhm.
I thought Lucy was good. Actually, like everyone looked
Mm-hmm.
like you know what I'm trying to say. Like
Mhm.
everyone's daughter looked like the actual person. You know, it was a very good resemblance from each of the girls. Unfortunately, besides Lux, that's not to be shady, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, besides her. But yeah, the lip sync happened. Lux did win, and Miss Leduca had to go. And now I'm glad she went home fifth because you know I was like, you know, Lucy needs to go home fifth. She needs to cry a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, when she did get eliminated, I did feel bad for her because I felt like she has been doing good. Like she really did a great job, both in the minis and the maxis. She did good throughout the competition. She was a strong competitor.
She had her 5 wins.
Yeah, she did. Now when she got by that mirror, I was
Oh.
like, girl. She said Mistress's daughter was in a stretch fabric. Allegedly, Lucy made that dress. So I'm like,
Side
Lucy
eye.
made Mistress's dress?
yeah,
Side
Mistress said
eye.
that at Roscoe's, she made the dress for her daughter.
Now, Lucy, sorry to interject, Mr. Talented. Now, Lucy,
No,
why
you're
would you
good.
say that? Why would you have to?
Right.
Why would you drag the shit out of Mistress like that when you made that dress yourself?
Right. So right there I was like side eye. But she had a great run. I love to see her on All Stars. So Miss Let Loose had to pack her stuff and get out the door. So
They let her loose.
She's got
Let
loose.
loose. I said let loose.
They finally let her loose.
I am very happy though that obviously she has a lasting legacy, and that means we will see her on All Stars very soon. So you know what, for that I'm very thrilled for Lucy. Did y'all see Mira Mangle did a Lucy LaDuca's Drag Race video?
I watched it last night. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
And Lucy LaDuca didn't even make it on the
she didn't make it.
list.
She
Oh,
did not even make
So
it.
so Mira did a list of like mini and maxi challenges together, and then did like a ranking of like all the top people. Lucy didn't even make the list because she only had 5, and they started the list at 7.
honestly, technically, if we're going by logic, Lucy has 10 wins, and here's the statistics. Lucy has won 3 mini challenges, 2 maxi challenges, has been top 2 twice on Fashion for the Review. She won the walk off, and she's beat Spice and Selena in the lip sync.
Right.
So
Let's
she
get
was
real.
one. So she was one win
Period.
away from beating She Devil by Night's
Period.
record.
Oh.
Period.
Well, no, someone. So if you include mini challenges, She Devil by Night is actually not the number 1 for challenge wins anymore. It's Lasky, which made me very happy. So it's like good. Anyway, Lucy LaDuca has let loose. She has gone home, and
We'll miss you, Lucille.
we will.
You will.
She let loose.
Yeah.
We come into the workroom the next day. RuPaul says it's a remix.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so she says it's to blame it on the edit. And I was like, okay, great, cool. Where are any of the songs from her newest album, Black Butter, available on all streaming platforms?
No, because from what I heard, allegedly, from Miss Malaysia, Baby Doll, Fox is that none of the songs from Black Butter was even available yet by the time they were filming. Well, except for Cake and Candy, but
I was going to say, wasn't ASMR Lover available by that time?
Yeah, they
Not
did a
by
runway walk. One in the ball, I think they walked on the runway to that song.
Because I was
Then
going to say, I think ASMR Lover would have been a great. I don't mind Blame It
They
on the
should
Edit.
have.
I actually loved Blame It on the Edit.
If
Blame It on the Edit is a great song. I prefer the beat and the mixing of ASMR Lover for a Rumix.
should have done that
Personally,
one.
I thought if y'all was gonna choose a song off of Mama Ru to do as a remix, I think you could even went with "Just What They Want" or
Yeah.
"Mother of the House."
Give them just what they
Yeah.
want would be.
Mhm.
I think we may see that for an All Stars. Honestly, I
That could have
think
been
that
that could have been a better remix for Canada 3.
anything would have been better than what they did on Canada 3. Ooh.
I just laid bills paid.
Hey,
Jada
I don't
has
remember
to come up as queen.
Personality
Jada had
spicy.
Okay, back to this episode. Blame it on the edit.
Blame
Big
it on
side.
the edit. We have to write lyrics. We have to do choreography with Miguel Zarate, who is the new Todrick, who was the new whatever his face. Happy to see that Miguel is here. I like him. He's a very good choreographer. Or Travis Wall. That's who I was trying to think of. Thank God it's not Todrick. Fuck that man.
There's like two people I prefer. Miguel and Jamal Sims. But I guess Jamal was probably like doing choreography for Descendants 4, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Or RuPaul's Drag Race Live.
One of those two.
He's one of the executive producers for Drag Race
Oh,
Live.
yeah, you're right. Duh. Oops.
The executive producers are Jamal Sims and RuPaul. So, I was gonna say too, where's Yanis Marshall again? I like him. I know
Maybe
he's
he
been
was
doing some
busy-
international stuff. So
Maybe he was busy in France. France!
Woo! Anyway, we have to do choreography with Miguel Zarate. We get a Tic-Tac Chit Chat. I'm happy these are back. I don't always love listening to them, but I'm happy that Tic-Tacs have returned.
I just wish they had different Tic Tacs at this point. Like, there's plenty of different Tic Tac flavors y'all have.
Do we really think these are the same 15-year-old Tic-Tacs?
As RuPaul says, they
I
are.
think so.
I still just love that Raja was like, oh yeah, I have the same Tic-Tac from 13 years ago. I saved it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, that's kind of cute. It's
That's
disintegrated now, but cute.
It's cute. Mhm.
So we see nothing of them recording their lyrics because who needs that in a 90-minute episode? We go to choreography and they're in full drag, and immediately I'm going, okay, so we're doing a season 14 tease where they're going to learn the choreography and then immediately do it, and then guess what? That happened.
mm-hmm.
And Mistress cannot get this choreo
My
to
process.
save her life, her mother's life, anybody's life.
Now, why Chevelle in there?
To save Sugar
Because
and
she couldn't.
Spice's life.
To save her daughter's lives, to save her wife,
Her
Malaysia,
daughter's
baby doll, Fox Dupree, St. James O'Hara,
To save her sister
to have him for
Jiggly's
the
life.
third, to save Jiggly. No, we're
Her
not
husband,
saving anybody.
Sasha.
Husband Sasha. Yeah, no, we're not saving anybody today with this choreo learning.
Her anti-husband.
Oh my god. And Mistress just was not getting it and not getting it and not getting it. I'm like, Mistress.
One thing I do enjoy is that,
It was
okay,
restricting. Her costume was restricting.
just do a little tiny something with your arms. Like, dee, 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 dee.
Mhm.
That was what I know, but my
But then
jiggly
we found out it really wasn't restricting because once she got into it, she was kind of like
You gotta just change it to something else.
Well, Sasha even clocks it in confessional. She's like, we all know Mistress is complaining about her costume. So she can waste some time so she can learn the choreo.
Exactly, mother. Exactly.
I'm like, yes. Oh, I have the looks. I forgot that I have the looks.
We are on the set of. I like how it's a reference to Michael and Janet's scream. However,
I love it.
period.
however, this is the third space theme thing we've have aired that has been aired this year. Because Belgique had the space promo. Girl, España's casting was all about going into space and passing by the trans planet and stuff.
Well, you know,
Alerta
US Drag
Rosa.
Race. Well, you know, U.S. Drag Race doesn't give a fuck about what anybody else is doing.
True.
And everybody don't watch everybody's Drag Race. Some people only
Sure.
watch this one, so
You're right.
they don't know it's 3 different.
Only
space
25
themes.
people watch Drag Race Sverige.
For real? Seriously?
Will knows what I'm talking. No,
Oh,
go check out our review of Sverige. Because
I have to watch it.
because we had Matthew, aka Be Like Boy from TikTok, on, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so happy to be one of the 25 people watching Drag Race Sverige."
And some of us are those 25 people as well.
We are 3 of those 25 people. But no, the outfits were good.
They were.
Sasha living her Pam Anderson barbed wire fantasy gave me everything.
I loved it. She looked amazing. I was like, ooh, child.
I was like, am I straight? Straight? I love Luxx going, am I a lesbian?
That's what I was thinking.
I think it was Anetra who said that too.
I think they both were like, oh my god, she's so hot.
She's gorgeous. And so I was like, am I a lesbian?
I'm like, sexuality is like going on.
Join us, Lana! Join us!
Can I switch? Because
Come and join us.
She looks good.
Luxx looks amazing. However, these white boots. I'm not sure what Luxx's situation was when it came to her package, but I think we've seen these boots plenty of different times. But I don't mind. If we're gonna clock Anetra for wearing the same bodysuit silhouette, I'm gonna have to clock my girl Luxx for these boots.
And I am also gonna have to clock Anetra for wearing the same boot style shoes in the lip sync.
And this wig.
For her look, because the dress was gorgeous until she took off that bottom piece, and I saw the boot. I was like, oh hell.
I saw the boot, and it was a boot.
Who duck walks up when Love Takes Over by David Guetta featuring Mother Kelly Rowland?
Every lip sync, like, come on. Every last one.
Everyone. I have not even watched them all, but everyone that I've watched that she was in, it's the same thing. And I'm like, girl, we know you can do that. Do something else.
We know you learned it from YouTube.
I'm trying to think. We did find that out from the Tic-Tac Chit Chat, is that she did learn it from YouTube.
Anetra and her sister learned it from YouTube, and then she compared voguing and whacking.
That was where I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
So you're telling me
about this
what Pangina Heels does and what Aja does are similar?
They're in the same universe, technically.
Queen of the universe. Anyways,
yeah.
Anyway,
I love Mistress's wig.
I like Mistress's wig. I don't like Mistress's costume.
I think it's the entrance wig.
Well, no, I was gonna say, isn't that the wig? Isn't that a wig that Akira wore?
Yeah, Akira with the 5-stack version of it when she did was it the BB inspired look? It was for week 1, of course. I know that.
Isn't this?
It was the BB inspired look. This is Mistress's entrance wig.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like the wig. I don't like her outfit. The outfit is not giving.
The outfit doesn't go with the wig.
Right. It's just something about it. It's just not meshing well for me.
Yeah, the space age outfit with this a big girl wear wig.
Literally. A big wig where? But yeah, so we're learning choreography, and then immediately, oops, oh no, we're doing the choreography. We're filming, and I'm like,
oh, pit crew.
Literally. But
there was
I don't.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say, was there anything else from choreography or from the Tic-Tac Chit Chat that we wanted to talk about? Because
Sasha Colby, a few of these people, I guess. Sasha Colby like kind of broke me a bit. It's definitely hard to lose. It's definitely hard to lose somebody, lose one of your biggest supporters, even if it's death by suicide. I I really felt for her because it's like hard to lose one of your biggest supporters. Like I've lost one of my biggest supporters, and I almost lost another, and it's like it's bad when we lose our biggest cheerleaders. But I'm glad that she again has her chosen family. She's a mother, no drama. Um, and I'm glad that she's made it to the finale of Drag Race. Let's be real, Sasha was always making the finale no matter what.
Facts.
I think she was. Go ahead, Lana. Sorry.
Yeah, I love that. I think this is where I feel like more into Team Sasha land. It was just like because I felt her story, I felt that her passion for what she does. Like she loves drag. She's very passionate about drag, and her talking about it in the Tic-Tac talk or chat, she was just like, it just made me like, oh, I see. And like Ruth said, she's just a kind person. She's just kind. She could be in a whole different category, like just be very cunty, very, whatever, because she had notoriety coming into this competition, but she did it. Everybody was like, they were very shocked about how she was when she got there, and I find that to be very refreshing and so nice. And so I think that's one of the reasons why that I jumped on the Sasha Colby train. I really like her, but like we said earlier, there's no wrong answers in the top 4. Anybody could win, and it'd be like amazing for whoever.
Agreed completely. Do we want to talk about the performance itself, or do we want to talk about the runway first?
We can talk about
the runway.
Yeah, the runway.
Yeah, because the runway happened first before we saw the performance. So yeah,
great.
Like at the category S.
Drag
excellence. Yeah.
Best drag.
Drag excellence. Yes, drag excellence.
Drag excellence, eleganza, extravaganza, boots the house down. Yes, God, Muma. And first up is Anetra.
Miss Joaquin. I live.
It's great.
This looks great. She looks amazing.
Yeah, because when I first saw it, I was like, is that Vanda?
Not that.
No, because it's the similar silhouette. You have a light colored wig, and then of course you have a blue outfit with some silver on it. I enjoyed the fringe. I love me some fringe. And this shoulder pad moment.
It looked well on the runway. It just gave what it needed to give on the runway. It's very editorial. It's very, a look that you take pictures. It's a great shot. So it flowed on the runway. It takes great pictures on the runway. Her face beat God, just flawless. Hair was just very editorial. I liked it.
Yeah, I think this was a beautiful color to pick as well. This blue just stands out so well against her skin with the white wig. I really enjoyed it. Now, I definitely noted this was the only gown we saw that she brought to Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that it was actually a gown. Obviously, it has the reveal part, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
But no, I think she looks really good. I love the shoulder pad details. I love how everything just looks so symmetrical. The gown hits the floor. It's just the perfect length. It's just perfect. I'm pretty sure she made this, and it's incredible.
Yeah, I kind of just wish we saw Anetra more in gowns more often.
Or just different silhouettes. I don't necessarily need a gown for every runway.
Not a gown for every runway.
But just not a bodysuit for every runway.
Give us some versatility. We saw how she can make that crystal encrusted spine for the crystal ball.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Agreed. Also, goodbye, Mr. Talented. Goodbye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. I don't know if he's coming back, but bye-bye.
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 Okay.
Bye-bye. As far as the scores are concerned, Mr. Talent is giving Anetra a 90. I'm going to give Anetra a 95.
I am going to give Anetra a 90 as well.
Based off of the reveal alone, 96.
Okay. Luxx, Noir, London. Doing something that a few drag race queens have done in the past, but I really love. She talked on social media about how this is reminiscent of fashion shows where the last look in a show is a wedding gown. And so she did her little take on a wedding gown moment.
I love this look.
I enjoyed her package this entire season. I also enjoyed his wig. The wig she said on Instagram was from Mo Hard, so it's like Mo.
Yeah.
So it's like Mo's giving her daughters all her wigs. I live. I really love this look. We rarely see Luxx in white.
I don't think we have it all.
Mm-hmm.
The only little small critique that if I was going to give one is I wish her stockings were more new to her color scheme. Not that because it's too reddish for me, and against that white, because her skin is like glowing, it's popping. That color of cocoa chocolate would have been just stunning against that white, and her leg in that same color of chocolate mocha just sticking out from that white would have been. But that, and I understand, as somebody who got to get stockings all the time, trying to find stockings in the perfect shade for your skin tone is difficult. And sometimes they just don't have it. And you end up with maybe a little lighter than what your skin tone is, or maybe a little darker than what your skin tone is. That's too red. I think that's just too reddish for me. Like it should have been brown sugar, coffee, even the color coffee, brown sugar. It should have been the stocking. Yeah, but I understand the stocking tone. But other than that,
and we hear queens of color all the time, especially Black queens, be like, it's really difficult for me to get nude anything.
It is
because of the limitations. So I'm not going to fault that as much. What I will say now, knowing that the wig is Mo Hearts, it makes sense a little bit more. But I will say, if we're going to critique Robin Fierce earlier in the season for
it's the same issue.
It's the wig cap not matching the shade of her face. That was.
Go ahead. Because wasn't the wig cap shiny as well with Robin's? Because this is like the same style. Because these are like similar styles. You have like the scalp of it braided, and then it's into this like kinky texture. Like, is it like 3C to 4 something?
But I think that's the same issue with the stocking with the wig cap as well. You have to find that perfect color, and then even when you get the wig cap, you have to put makeup on the wig cap in order to make it look really natural and shiny, or not so shiny rather, but natural. So I can understand if she's having issues with the wig, if it's somebody else's wig. And the wig cap that you're getting is somebody else's wig cap. You have to just it's the makeup. She could have blended in more on the wig cap, but you don't want to put makeup on the wig because you're not trying to have your wig have makeup on it. So I can understand. I can give a pass.
She looks great. I'm not going to focus on those things, but
those earrings are everything. Like kill my ears to wear those earrings, but they're everything.
Oh, I need to get you just some big drag jewels, Lana, because they're like 20 pounds each.
I know. That's
you gotta get them from Fierce
I have jewelry. I have some hoop earrings that's like this big, and it's like I can only wear them for a very short period of time, or my earlobes are screaming at me.
It's like,
So yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Are we good to go for scores?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Talented is giving Luxx an 85. I'm gonna give Luxx a 95.
I'm giving Luxx 97. It's gorgeous.
So it was originally gonna be full. It was originally gonna be overflowing, but because of the stocking and the wig cap, this is just gonna be a full.
Cool. Sasha Colby.
There was nothing wrong with this look.
No.
I'm honest. This look was flawless. Her face, the hair piece, the dress, the length, the rings on her arms. There was nothing wrong with this look. I would overflow cup 100. This is 100. This is
Same.
flawless.
Overflowing.
Like, I have nothing bad to say. There's no critique in this look. She looked absolutely stunning.
What is there to say about Sasha Colby that hasn't already been said countless times on this podcast, on the internet, and around the world?
I think this needed a train, but I don't give a fuck.
I don't.
I don't think it needed a train. I think it, because that headpiece alone is 100 by itself.
Yeah.
Like, overflowing, just the headpiece alone.
Yeah.
But the dress, it fit like a glove. It was the perfect length. It was flawless. Cannot have nothing to nitpick with.
Her skin just looks so good. The makeup is so wonderful. If I remember correctly, I think this is a look that she wore at Continental one year. Not her winning year or her give up year, but I think it was like one of her returning years. Because I feel like I've seen this gown before. And she's brought a lot of her Continental wardrobe to Drag Race, which I don't blame her.
As she should.
Her first signature runway was from her winning Miss Continental package. So
I'm fine when queens bring their stuff for their packages from their like packaging packages. I think Silky brought a few looks from her package, and some of Silky's looks from some of Silky's looks from the Miss Continental Plus package was also supposed to be for Alter 6 as well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I want a girl who has competed in Miss Continental or Miss Continental Plus bring stuff from their package.
Look, those gowns cost a lot of money to do in those patches. You better wear them again if you need a contest. You need to do it again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If I, Miss Antonia Keisha Montoya, was at Miss Continental or Miss Continental Plus, I'm gonna wear the shit out of that gown, no matter how many times I had to wear it.
Oh yeah. Overflowing. However, Mr. Talented gave this a 90, and I want to fight him. But it's overflowing for me.
I'll say he's lucky he's gone, because I would have words.
That part. Last up, Mistress Isabelle Brooks.
I love this dress.
It's very delicious.
It is,
and the fact that it's not like cheetah print and then overlays with it's not an overlay. Those are actually in the shimmies in the like
it's fringed cheetah print.
Cheetah print. Like what?
Now I'm out of there with my cheetah print shirt for this.
Love that. And then it was like a heavy dress, like 60 pounds with all that fringe, and was she looked great. Like, it fit her body. It just gave her the Vava curves of she looked good. I think her eye makeup is a little too strong for me for this dress. I feel like she could have toned it down just a little. Just a little for the look. But this is Mistress's look. This is how Mistress, that's her signature look, is to have the strong face and the strong lip and the strong eye. But I felt like with this dress, It could have been toned down just a little, but hair great, dress great, everything else just I liked it.
Mistress loves herself something crystallized, and I live. And I love me something with fringe. This is like two of my biggest like fashion kinks. Cheetah print and fringe.
Mm.
Word.
Other than that, I also really like this. I know we've probably seen it before, but I love this updo that Mistress has on.
Mm-hmm.
The loaf, if you will.
The pageant loaf, if you will,
Yeah.
because you know the pageant girls love that loaf.
Yeah. If I had to critique something, I don't know that I love the loaf.
Oh,
I maybe would have done something different. I respect the loaf. I understand the loaf. I just don't think I would have done a loaf personally.
okay.
But it doesn't take away from the garment because the garment is stunning.
And I love the circle part where it shows the classical part, like the clavage of the Acides.
Yes.
Absolutely. Scores? Yeah? Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Mr. Talented gave this a 95, and I'm going to also give this a 95.
I will give this a 92.
I would say my cup is full for this.
Work. Well, that's that. Only 4 looks.
Only 4 looks.
We get final critiques. I found it interesting that only Ross was there.
Mm-hmm.
And not Carson or Maddie.
I tweeted this out. I was like, where the fuck are they?
I was like, where's Maddie? She would have been great to have in this last episode.
I mean, maybe they were busy. Maybe they were booked and busy.
She is a busy woman.
Mm-hmm.
So
she is working on the questions that need to be asked her and bring back my girls. So of course.
Yeah. But then we get the talk to your younger self, and I was like, I know this is emotional and whatever. I never care.
I feel like I'm the only one on this panel that cares about it, to be honest. And maybe it's because I'm young. I am a certain age. I was born at a very young age. If y'all are ever at Drag Race Live or Work the World, please tip Dick Sky.
That part.
I mean, I kind of like the segment because I think I've had moments in my life where I was like, what would I tell my younger self? And I think the older you get, the more you reflect on how you know how life has gone for you, and if you could change something, what would you do, or how would you talk to yourself to prepare them for what you're going to go through? So I didn't mind this section. I thought everybody's was very emotional. I think this was more. I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was more about just RuPaul wants another Emmy. So the more emotions you bring out, you get more Emmy noms, and you get put in front of the Emmy board if you have emotional moments on your show. And RuPaul is trying to give us all the emotional moments in these last few weeks to get people to and the Emmy board to
they need to go ahead, Logan.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say they didn't win an Emmy last year, so
that's what I'm saying.
And I was gonna add on to that saying they need to pick up the pieces after season 14 lost of the Emmy to Lizzo. So, which is great that they lost to Lizzo because
Lizzo's
I don't mind them losing to Lizzo, even though Lizzo was on the premiere of last season.
Literally, it was like Lizzo was gonna win regardless. Technically,
Lizzo was
it her show or was it a show she was on?
Right.
I don't know. I appreciate the talking to your younger self moment. It's just, this is the 23rd time I've seen it on Drag Race. I don't need to see it again. I think it was lovely for what it was, but yeah. So, also Untucked, nothing happens.
Wait, we have to talk about the performances.
We didn't talk about the performance, did we?
No, we have to talk about the performances.
So we're going to go back really quick. I do have the lyrics. I pulled them up. So I'll pull up the the performance looks again. I don't have a specific other slide for the music video looks, but yeah, let's talk about lyrics. So, first verse was Anetra, which is as follows: stomping on roaches and walking these ducks. Make my way on the runway, Anetra about to pump. I twist, I whip, I dip, hair flip. Smash that eye, gloss that lip. A total 10, your girl's a hit.
Roaches?
I mean,
cockroaches and share?
Anyway, next up is Luxx Noir London.
Wait. I'm not done with Miss Duck yet. Stomping on... Were you trying to take a peek out of Young Miami's book and give us a clever rhyme with roaches in it?
I don't know.
I mean, I wasn't moved. It wasn't something that I was like, yeah. It was just a line. I mean, and then you were like, lost that lip, hair flip. Like, what?
I twist, I whip,
I did hair flip.
Meanwhile, in that scene, she wasn't wearing her wig. It was her headpiece from her entrance.
All right. So,
well,
it is what it is. Okay, we can move along.
So next up is Luxx Noir London.
Mm-hmm.
Look so fierce, I be causing a scene. When I step on the runway, you already know all eyes on me. Ate these bitches, left no crumbs, did it in designer pumps. So when they ask about Luxx, let them know that she's the one.
She ain't.
Yeah.
I like her style. I like that she sang first, rap second, and it was like you have 8 bars, and she took 4 of them to sing, 4 of them to rap. Like, I'm gonna show you everything. I liked it.
Luxx, the girls were getting at Luxx for being like, oh my god, why is she sleeping on the couch? It's because Luxx knows how to write a track. Luxx knows how to write a big verse. Luxx has a discography of many amazing songs. What else? It's like this challenge was a cakewalk for Luxx because it's Luxx Noir London. The girl has over 14,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. This girl knows how to write music. She's a singer-songwriter. This was a walk in the park for her.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha Colby. Bad bitch body, I don't come and play. Best believe when I stepped on the scene, shitty hoes just run away. Dream chaser, style maker, game changer, bank maker, crack the code. Now y'all know Sasha Colby run the show.
I loved her verse.
Period.
I loved her verse. Like, although I'm a little after hearing her verse, I was like, did she say?
Yeah, because I was like, did she say? No, some of my Black musicians were also saying that too, and I was thinking like, oh, y'all are too funny.
I was like, did she say style? What's Dream Chasers? That style? What did she say?
What
style?
now? Style what now?
Yeah. I was like, did you slip that in there? Are you
a style what now, Gina?
I was like, is your parents?
I know you're indigenous to Native. Like I know you're indigenous and Hawaiian, but
I mean you're Hawaiian. Is this some? Is this some? Your uncle look like a cousin? Because I think she slipped that in there, and I'm like, wait, oh.
Thank God.
According to these lyrics, she did not.
Thank God.
Because I would not have said that had it been in the lyrics.
But after I listened to it a few times, I was like, I think she slipped that in.
Well, to be fair, if they can't say fuck in a RuPaul song, I don't think they can say that.
Mm-mm.
So,
yeah.
I'm about to say, just go back and listen to it. And
we ain't never
put
heard
your
that
headphones
word. We ain't never heard that word on the show.
Even if you said it, Sasha, I'm still Team Sasha. I'm not mad at it. Because
however,
the lyrics was dope. and the line was great. But however, I need you to clear that up. Like, I did not say that, or maybe I did say that, but my daddy is black. Like, say that. Like, pull it out there. Like, I'm half black. Period. And clear it up. Clear it up, boo. I love you, and I'm here. I'm rocking with you because the lyrics was fire. But yeah, I when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay.
Last up, now that we cleared that up, last up, Mistress Isabelle Brooks. MIB, I'm the MVP. It makes sense why all these girls envy me, because I'm a clock the tea and I don't give a tuck. Excuse me, why you mad like a bitch from West Bumtuck? But guess what? Yes, I said it and I made it too. I'm the next in line, Kingdom Mama Roo. And if you step out of line, I'ma gather you. Make room because a big girl's coming through.
A big girl.
Where?
Clack that tea. Clack that tea.
This was my second favorite verse, if I'm being honest.
She ate it up. My order of my favorites: Sasha, Mistress, Luxx, Anetra. Period.
Completely agree.
I would definitely say Sasha, Luxx, Sasha, Luxx. I would say Sasha, then Sasha again, Luxx, Mistress, and a gap, Anetra.
No. So it's Sasha again, Mistress for me.
Mistress
for me,
for you,
Mistress again. No, MIB, then MIB the MVP.
MIB the MVP, the heavyweight champ.
Then Luxx.
Mistress
then Let Loose by Lucy LaDuca. Then Let Loose by Lucy LaDuca featuring Jan and Lemon. Then
Round and Around by Luxx Noir London.
Round and Around by Luxx Noir London, available on iTunes. And then Anetra.
We love these queens.
Wait, no. I'm so sorry. Round and Round by Luxx Noir London. Then Cake and Candy by RuPaul, available on iTunes. Then
at the end of the day, the top three was Sasha, Mistress, and ASMR Lover by RuPaul. And Wintergreen is our fourth.
Yes, Wintergreen.
Lesbian League is doing great.
We're winning.
Congrats.
We're winning. Lana, we're winning. Because you've been adopted into the team, we're winning.
I'm always winning, boo.
Y'all have 96 points now?
We've had 96 for a while.
All season.
We started the season, 96 points.
So.
Anyway. So now we get Untucked where nothing happens. Yeah. Literally, it's 20 minutes of them talking and reminiscing. Great, love it. We go back to the runway. And, I was wondering whether this would actually have a challenge winner, because sometimes they have a challenge winner, sometimes they don't have a challenge winner. Evie Oddly would have had 2 wins on season 11 had they done this on season 11, but they didn't for some reason, because it's weird.
Shay would have had 5 wins.
But anyway, the winner is Sasha Colby!
Now part of the 4 Wins Club.
Welcome to the 4 Wins Club. Sasha Mother Colby. I honestly thought they were going to give the win to Luxx. I really did.
I wouldn't mind with either one of them winning it.
Because then it would have been 3-3-3-1. But instead it's 4-3-2-1.
This is how I wish it was, though. Okay, so I tweeted this out because a lot of us were tweeting out, okay, who would distribute the wins to? It would have been 4-4-3-2. Luxx. Okay, so for me, Luxx would have won Fashion Week, and then she would have won girl groups with the country group all winning. So that technically means her, Mistress, Marshall CK Maxx Home Goods,
and F Titties.
At Titties would win. Then I would also say comedy with Lucy LaDuca and the Rumix. Mistress would have won Snatch Game, also girl groups. Daytona wins 2 with Malaysia, Baby Doll Fox, and girl, what else did I put?
Mistress winning Snatch Game? No.
And then Sasha, I put 3. Heaven Ad, Crystal Ball, 50-50. Anetra, it would have been Talent Show with Jax and Makeover. Although, this is subject to change when I rewatch.
Mistress winning Snatch Game?
I preferred her Rosie O'Donnell over Let Loose's Joan Rivers.
No, sorry.
But part of me would have made it a double win.
Okay.
Okay. So here we are.
Sasha
Sasha wins.
Even though it should have been like maybe 5.
And then Luxx Noir London also is safe. And so the bottom 2 is Anetra and Mistress Isabelle Brooks.
Oh no. Mistress's first time in the bottom. Ah!
And okay, so going into this, there was one lip sync song that had been rumored. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to be that song. Oh my God, it's going to be that song. I'm so excited. I'll tell you what that song is in a second. And then When Love Takes Over by Mother Kelly Rowland comes on. And I said, okay, that's fine. However,
are you going to say that other song for the finale?
Allegedly, no.
Fuck.
But Lana, I think this will make you very mad. The song that allegedly was supposed to be used at some point this season was Family Matters by Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Let's hope it's used on All Stars at this point.
That would have been a good one. But
Yeah,
I think I like this one better.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. They've only had one Mary J. Blige song as a lip sync, and I need more.
We need more. Another song that was alleged from what I heard, it was going to be Circus by Britney.
Yeah, that was allegedly that was on the iPod.
Y'all have been these allegations of songs. Oh my God, it's too much at this point. Now the lip sync.
Let's talk about this lip sync because
Please do.
I love the song. Don't get me wrong, I love the song. Kelly Rowland, 8. I felt like Mistress won this lip sync, honestly.
Hands down.
And I felt like Mistress won it. Being that she was in this heavy, heavy dress that she was wearing. She still gave, she ate. She didn't have to do a whole lot because I don't feel like you have to do a whole lot in a lip sync all the time in order to win. As long as you give me performance, and I want performance from your face, not just the body. And she was giving me face. She was giving me, she knew the words. Like there was no slip ups with the words. She was giving me performance. She was utilizing the stage. I enjoyed her. Anetra was good. Don't get me wrong. Anetra was good, but Anetra gave me what Anetra always gives us.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew what was going to happen the second she tore off the bottom of that dress. And it was right back to the body silhouette that we are used to seeing Anetra in. And I was like, she's
in another bodysuit by Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, she's going to give us another duck walk, and I'm like, we've seen this. We've seen you know how to walk the duck. We've seen you know how to do it.
It's the fact that we all sorry, Lana.
Go ahead. No, you're good.
It's the fact that we all agree that Mistress won that lip sync. And Mr. Talented, you know who also agrees? Mr. Talented. For me, Mistress won the lip sync as well. Stop walking that duck, Anika. LOL. LOL. I was watching this in my living room with Mother Justice, my mama. Like, we watched the show together at most. Like, she introduced me to the show. Let's be real. I was like, Anika, you better not walk this duck to freaking When Love Takes Over. Because that song feels very Park and Bark. I don't mind. I don't mind when a queen does a Park and Bark.
Right. Because some songs don't need all of that. Some songs just need, like you say, just park and just perform. Just give me the performance. The performance could be all right here.
It's all about face and knowing your words.
Right here.
As if you're Kelly Rowland herself.
Even if it's the arms too, but it's all in here. And Anetra was doing so much that it wasn't necessary. So I
Mhm.
think Mistress won, but we all saw what happened.
For the first time on this season, no one goes home. Y'all
And
should not have
shame you
marketed that
both
this was supposed.
stay.
That you should not have marketed this as a top 3. You should have just said some of you are going to the finale, and then just let the top 4 happen. Like, it doesn't make sense. It angers me. I'm not mad that we have a top 4, especially because it is this top 4, and I think all 4 of them deserve to
Yeah.
be in the finale. But I'm just like, don't advertise it that way if you're not going to do it.
And Rue made a promise this entire season. Rue said it during deliberations to
Send somebody
Michelle
home.
and eat my ass. What was I gonna say?
They were going to send somebody home every week. That was the declaration that they were going to do. But she was having a hard time.
Rue was like, I love these girls so much. I don't know what to do. What would you do, Coffee Anima? What would you do, Tiny Umbrella?
Literally, it's like but we have a top 4, so that's fun. At the time that we're filming, the finale filmed yesterday, and I believe the reunion filmed the day before that. So we have those coming very shortly, and by very shortly I mean next week and the week after. So we might be here to talk about the reunion separately from the finale. We're not entirely sure yet.
I want to impose a question. What could we expect from this reunion to happen? What
Lucy LaDuca versus the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting Aura versus Spice.
Yeah, I could see that. I think it's going to be Lucy versus the world, Aura versus Spice. I feel like Ploopy's going to end up saying something. I don't know.
I feel like Marshalls might get tag teamed by Malaysia and Mistress.
Yeah. I mean, they're all over things now, so it might be a best friends race situation. I'm just not sure.
I don't know. I want something Bravo. Like, I need receipts to be pulled out. I need somebody to have a binder with like tweets in them being like, you said this and you said this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what I need people to be exposed for being confessional gangsters, i.e. Spice talking shit about Aura in Confessions.
Yeah.
Lucy coming for Mistress, even though she made Madame Thang's gown. I feel like they're probably gonna highlight Robin and Amethyst's relationship a little bit. I guess.
Probably.
Yeah. And I feel like they might. And of course, I also have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think is getting Golden Boot at the reunion? Golden Boot is the award usually given out to the worst look of the season ever since Lala Ree's bag look. Even though it should have went to Aaliyah with 2 T's' flamingo look.
I honestly don't know. If I had to say one, it probably would be Ploopy's corset she got eliminated in.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, probably. But before we go, we have a draft update. Ba-da-ba. Brandon still out of the draft.
Rip.
We still have a 4-person race, as everybody who still has a person still has their person. However, Mr. Talented is in 4th place with 28 points. We have had a bit of a shift. Eris Envy is now in 3rd place with 42 points. Will Justice is in 2nd place with 44 points. And Dawn Stone is currently leading the draft with 53 points.
First things first, congratulations, Dawn Stone, because let's be real. Sasha's gonna eat these girls up, I fear. I mean, I feel.
Yeah, so we shall see. But
not me being above air. I topped Eris.
Good for you.
Well,
good for you.
So
Congratulations.
Yes, baby. That's that on that. We will be back potentially next week for the reunion. If not, we'll be back in 2 weeks for the reunion and the finale. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share, as we have countless seasons of Drag Race. I literally can't count them all. I don't know what all is coming this year. But countless Drag Race seasons, a whole lot of reality TV, and a bunch of stuff in between. So subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment, share, follow us on Twitter, do the things, buy some merch. Boom, shakak, boom. Cheers.
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 Let
Bye-bye.
loose, I said let loose. You're holding it together, baby. What's the use? Let loose.